Alright, so we talked today about adding and subtracting powers when we have like bases. So today what we're going to look at is what happens when we have more on the bottom than on the top. So if you look here, 2 to the 5th, they wrote out 2 times 2 times 2 times 2 times 2 over 2 to the 8th, which is 2 2's on the bottom. And you can see we have 2 times 2 times 2 left on the bottom, which means because 2 divided by 2 is 1, we have a 1 in the numerator. So we can write 1 over 2 to the 3rd, or because 5 minus 8 is a negative 3, we can write 2 to the negative 3. So let's try another one. Let's say 5 times 5 times 5, 5 times 5 times 5 times 5 times 5 times 5. And again, these all become 1s. So we're left with a 1 in the numerator. So we can write 1 over 5 to the 3rd, or if we follow our same rule of division, just like before, 3 minus 6 is 5 to the negative 3. Because a negative exponent, if you remember from scientific notation, means that we are going backwards. It is less than 1. So we can do A, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. These become 1s. I can say 3 minus 8. So I can say a to the negative 5, or 1 over a to the 5. And we have x to the 4th. We can say 4 minus 10 is a negative 6. We can also write that as 1 over x to the 6th. It depends on if they say they want it written with a negative power or a positive power. So you need to understand that those mean the same thing. So based on our pattern, write the missing exponent. So in the box, so this would be a negative n. And remember, we cannot have a equals 0. We can't divide by 0 on the bottom. Here's a little note on why we need to write it like that. The expression containing a negative exponent is often preferable to one written as a quotient. For example, 1 over x to the 3rd is written as x to the negative 3. So you need to be able to go back and forth, especially when we get into higher up. So the second power rule that we're going to look at today is the quotient of powers. So 2 to the 4th over 2 to the 4th. Well, anything divided by itself is 0. Well, is 1, because we have a 0 exponent. So anything to a 0 exponent is equal to 1. So if you look right here, we have 6 5s, 4, 5, 6 over 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 5 divided by 5 is 1. So all of these will equal 1 because this is 5 to the 0 power, because 6 minus 6 equals 0. So anything to the 0 power is 1. It doesn't matter what the base number is. So when we look at this on the second page, a to the 0 is equal to 1. Always, always, always. So let's practice this. I want you to try 5, pause me, and then unpause me to check your work. So welcome back. Use the properties of exponents to evaluate. So we can write this as 1 over 2 to the 3rd. We can write this is going to be, when we divide, we have to subtract, but it's minus a negative 2 that becomes a positive. So this is 10 to the 4th. Remember, anything to the 0 power is 1. This is 1 over 3 squared. And anything to the 0 power is 1. So hopefully you did okay. That's where we're going to stop today. And I'll see you in class tomorrow.